Legendary warriors. The powers that created us now want us all extinguished. We must join forces, or else forever be their slaves. For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
Here in moments.
The ultimate gayless spectacle.
Holy Mother of God on earth and in heaven at the exact same time.
You want a piece of me? You got it!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the morning edition of the Dan Adams Show, live via my vehicle as I head into the 9 to 5. And yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Giving honor to God and to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for once again allowing me to rise up out of bed this morning, be able to walk on my two legs and feet, my arms, my eyes, my ears, and everything about me works and functions like it normally does. A little achy, but that's just because, I'm getting older just like everybody else. But for ladies and gentlemen who caught my Facebook Live as I was driving home from work yesterday, and I got cut off because my phone started overheating, didn't know why that happened. I've been having issues with my Facebook app. So I said, you know what? As soon as I get a minute, I'm just going to factory reset my phone and see what the issue is. Maybe I got a rogue process, a rogue app or something to that effect running. And I did that. And so far, all I have back on my phone is a couple of essential apps and Facebook. And I tested it. It seems like everything works. So as I go off on a side tangent, I do want to revert back to the Facebook Live that I was speaking upon. And the title was Repealing and Replacing Obamacare, and I was trying to get a whole bunch of people on. Unfortunately, like I said, the video terminated unexpectedly. But I'm going to go ahead and continue on that topic and bring it full circle in regards to this bill, ladies and gentlemen, that the House is trying to pass. This bill, ladies and gentlemen, that for 8 years should have been in the making in regards to having multiple options on the table. Because now it seems like these people are rushing it. That's right. They're rushing this bill through, which I don't understand. Why, after 8 years, you are all of a sudden want to rush this bill, which is paramount in dismantling Obama's legacy, paramount and bringing order back to the healthcare industry, paramount in the fact that government hopefully will be left out of the equation in regards to the American citizen choosing their healthcare. Choosing their health insurance. Because health care and health insurance are two different things. And I'll get to that in just a minute. But I just heard on the radio before I started recording this podcast for the morning edition of the Dan Adams Show. Here on Friday, I believe it's March 10th. And let me double check that. I don't want to come off as somebody that know what they're talking about. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is March 10th. So let me go ahead and bring up my app back again. There we go. You have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, as I correct myself, or should I say, solidify today's date. And it is Friday. Thanks God it's Friday. Why is it now that they're trying to push through this bill when there is no need for it? Get the bill the way it should be. We were talking on that Facebook Live yesterday in regards to, well, what should we do? Go back to how it was, ladies and gentlemen, before Obamacare was passed. And then at that point, make whatever addendums, whatever improvements. There are so many things that have happened in the past 8 years by individuals who took it upon themselves, ladies and gentlemen, without the help of government, to facilitate a better way of putting forth health care that is affordable. They always talking about that Affordable Care Act, which was nothing affordable in it. But these individuals, and I apologize for not having this one company that I'm referring to in regards to, they put a network together. I talked about this on the Facebook Live. They pulled together a network of doctors and nurses in a small city somewhere out west, where basically they have two plans, one for adults and one for children, and covers everything except for catastrophic care, like a heart attack, stroke, an accident, major surgery, something like that. Everything else is covered under this plan, this monthly plan, which was less than $100 combined for you and your children. So, ladies and gentlemen, if average, ordinary, normal living, without the help of government, citizens can come up with a plan that facilitates just your normal, without catastrophic care, and then at that point get some plan with a health insurance carrier that covers catastrophic care, which more than likely would be not as expensive as having everything bundled into one. I'm no doctor, I'm no nurse, I am no health care facilitator. But if you can have something like that in place and have competition across state lines, which they call portability, tort reform, which tackles these frivolous, and I mean frivolous, lawsuits that you and I, the taxpayer, unfortunately, have to involve ourselves in regards to our tax-paying money. Health savings accounts, which I believe some companies already do, but it's not widespread. And many other things that could be put on the table. And this should have been debated for the past 8 years. Not something being rushed and thrown down our throats right now because, oh my gosh, we gotta get something done and get rid of Obamacare. Well, what we're seeing right now, and what a lot of people are saying, is that this Ryan House bill is nothing but Obamacare light. And it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen, tackle the Medicaid entitlement. As a matter of fact, it keeps everything in place, and if you're on it, you get to stay on it forever, or as long as you want. This, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, should be left in the hands of the consumer. This is something that is tantamount to, I guess, I made this analogy, like buying a car and buying car insurance. Us out here who have budgets, living paycheck to paycheck, when it comes down to, okay, we need to buy a vehicle and we need to get car insurance. Well, we always know how much we can afford in regards to buying that vehicle, and we shop around, ladies and gentlemen, for that vehicle to get the best price available. We shop around, ladies and gentlemen, for car insurance to get the best available in regards to monthly payments. So why in the world do we have the left in this country making it seem that it is a right, ladies and gentlemen, a right to have health insurance? That is one of the most dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. It is not a right, ladies and gentlemen. It is something that is available to you to purchase on the open and free market. And when I mean open and free market, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, government completely out of the equation. They shouldn't even be involved in the health insurance industry, only to the point of minuscule and just finite regulation control. That is it. They should not have their hands in it at all. We shouldn't even be in this discussion of replacing Obamacare, aka the Affordable Care Act, aka the BS that the left shoved down our throats back in 2009 and did it illegally. But within that illegality, they now have opened up the door for the Republicans going forward with reconciliation and all that good stuff. But that's on a side tangent. We'll talk about that on another broadcast of the Dan Adams Show. And here on the Dan Adams Show, I'm going to go ahead and give you my deets in regards to how to reach me on social media. It's simple. I'm at Dan Adams Show on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Instagram, and Tumblr. Easy as pie. Just put in Dan Adams Show, all one word. You'll find me on every social media outlet that I just stated. The website, thepoliticalheat.com, all one word, thepoliticalheat.com. Hit me up on there. Still looking for authors and bloggers. I've been maintaining it for the past 6 or 7 months now by myself, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. Hope that you subscribe. Hope that you share the blogs and stuff that I put out, and I really appreciate those who have been supporting it up until this point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, seeing that it's Friday, I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna do a little something different. I'm gonna, even though it's not Throwback Thursday, I'm gonna make it Throwback Friday. I'm gonna go back and play you some clips of mine, some snippets of some past shows way back when I did the Political Heat, and I hope that you enjoy these. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And I'm going to bounce up out of here. But after I'm done signing off, I'm going to go ahead and play these clips for you. Until next time, may God bless you and yours. May He keep you and your family safe. Until next time, God bless. Peace. Good morning, everybody. It's yours truly, Dan Adams, a.k.a. the soulful-conservative. Here on a Tuesday morning, February 7th, 2017. And just wanted to come on real quick and speak on a story I posted on my website, thepoliticalheat.com. All one word, thepoliticalheat.com. The left has gone completely and utterly I can't even encompass what I'm trying to describe in regards to where the leftist liberals in this country have gone, and the matter of fact, in your face nastiness that they have now taken upon themselves to put out there in the universe. There was and I'm using this word loosely, ladies and gentlemen, there was a woman who decided, I'm going to go ahead and confront some pro-life individuals at a Planned Parenthood. And you would think, all right, there's going to be some people out there that are pro-abortion and blah, 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 and they have every right to have those feelings, even though we wholeheartedly disagree with them. But this, and I'm saying it loosely, woman took it upon herself, ladies and gentlemen, to bring a blood-soaked, wow, almost even hard for me to even say it. It's so freaking disgusting. But yes, she took it upon herself to bring a blood-soaked tampon. And for whatever reason, whatever it was going on in her brain, decided to shove it into the mouth. That's right. Shove this blood-soaked tampon into the mouth of one of the individuals at Planned Parenthood, one of the pro-life activists, just trying to minister to someone at the time that this nasty woman decided to feel it was okay to shove this blood-soaked tampon into the mouth of this pro-life activist. Now, I've gotten this, especially on Twitter, And I appreciate everyone responding and giving their opinion and letting everyone know how nasty and utterly disgusting this act was. This woman was arrested. Don't know, and I'm going to check today and see what the status is in regards to what charges have been filed. But lady, and I once again using the word lady loosely, how in the world did you even think that it was okay to do what you did? And the fact that we don't know if you got any diseases or anything, not to go off on a quick tangent, but I heard about a story about a woman biting a police officer and she was HIV positive. So this is not a laughing matter. This is not something that was a joke. You put someone's health in danger because they don't know who you are, what you have. And I'm hoping and praying, yes, praying, ladies and gentlemen, that the law comes down on this woman harshly, that the anvil of justice comes down and rains down on her like a thunderous storm. Ladies and gentlemen, if the left, if the liberals, if the Democrats are going to go down this path with nastiness like this, then be prepared. I'm sorry. Be prepared for what's going to come back at you. And you're not going to like it. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I am begging and pleading. I will put it up on the screen in just a second. But I am putting out an hour's worth of content every day via my Spreaker account. I'm asking that you please support, listen, download, and share. What about your systemic racism? What about your systemic prejudice? What about yours, Black America? You always, and I mean always, throw it in the face of anyone else that isn't black in regards to their systemic racism, their systemic prejudice. But what about yours, Black America? Me growing up, I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44 on Friday. Let's talk about how in some of Black America, how this systemic, racist, prejudiced thought and portrayal of everyone else that isn't black. Why don't we want to talk about that, Black America? You always flip it and seem that everyone else, that anyone else besides you, Black America, and I mean certain segments of Black America. Let me put a disclaimer on that once again. Not all Black America, but some segments of Black America. You always bring up this systemic racism, this systemic prejudice, this systemic unfair judicial system and things of that nature. But what about how you have brought up your kids, some of your kids? Just saw a video on Twitter. Two little black girls playing with this white girl. Someone's filming them. I don't know if it's a young adult or an adult. Filming these two little black girls, smacking this little white girl around. The white girl just wants to play, but no, they're treating her horribly. And the person filming it is laughing, giggling, and telling them what to do. So please don't tell me that you're not rearing these kids to be racist, to be prejudiced, to be ignorant towards other people when you see a video like this. So, it goes both ways, Black America. Yeah, indeed. There are segments of the non-black population where ignorance, racism, and prejudice is unfortunately been passed down from generation to generation. And there's not much that we can do about that except pray for these people. That's all that we can do, and give them and show them the example. For myself, I try to do that on a daily basis. And not just because I'm a black person, but I'm a human being. I'm a child of God. I try to show them as a child of God. I may have a different hue, but I'm still a child of God, trying to be the best Christian that I possibly can be. And that is the best example I can set. And for those who may have this prejudice, racist ignorance being passed down to them, all we can do is pray for the people that are doing it, and hopefully pray for those individuals. Hopefully it doesn't penetrate them, so they don't pass it on to the next generation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's yours truly, Dan Adams, aka the Soulful Conservative. And I had to talk about this. I had to put on my focals so I can look like I got 18 degrees like some people, like, aka Michael Eric Dyson, trying to speak for all of us black folk. First of all, homeboy, shut up. You don't speak for me. Number two, reparations. Reparations? Now, all of a sudden, you want to talk about, now it's been talked about, broached, and things of that nature over the years. But now, Michael Eric Dyson, Mr. 18,000 degrees, supposedly having, but don't know nothing, Michael Eric Dyson, wants to have an implementation where money is taken out of white people's checks to pay reparations to black people. Now, first of all, as a black person, I am utterly offended. But if I happen to be one of my Caucasian brothers and sisters, I would be going after Michael Eric Dyson as if it was my last day on this earth. How dare you, number one, make this outrageous I'm at the point where I'm raising my voice and I really don't want to. But when you have a situation where you have Michael Eric Dyson, I don't know how many degrees this guy has, but he gives off this illusion that he's an intellectual, that he's smarter than most of us out here. Now, he may have book smarts, ladies and gentlemen. He may be able to hold a conversation with anyone on this planet. He may be able to give you those one-liners, give you that headline, give you that one sentence that have you thinking, wow, what did he just say right there? But in reality, with all those degrees and all those book smarts, he has no idea what he's talking about. Case in point, this whole absolute insane idea of taking money out of white people's checks, doesn't matter who they are. It could be a white person that, number one, doesn't have a racist, bigoted, any type of ill will towards black people bone in their body, but yet you want to take money from them just because they're white to pay reparations to black people. I'm so utterly embarrassed. First of all, Black America, for those who don't think like Michael Eric Dyson, I hope you're along with the thinking that I have, that this is an embarrassment, this is an outrage to have a somewhat intellectual, educated black man to come out and say something as idiotic as this. But I apologize on behalf of Black America who don't agree with Michael Eric Dyson, to my fellow Caucasian brothers and sisters. Not every black person walking this planet thinks the way that Michael Eric Dyson thinks, and the way that section and that part of the population of Black America thinks. So for that, and for us, I apologize profusely. So, as we go forward, ladies and gentlemen, when you have idiots like Michael Eric Dyson bringing up ideas of where white people should pay reparations to black people, just look at all the black people over all these decades who have received reparations via government assistance. So Michael Eric Dyson, shut your damn mouth.
And you know this, man.
If you served honorably in our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
As I take a few minutes to compose these rhymes, I'll start to reminisce on my life and times. A true outsider that wasn't understood. My talent disposed growing up in the hood. Hailing from central New York State. Always catching hell, couldn't catch a break. Never had my back, but the backs of my friends stood through me on my shoulders. Questioned the boulders into pebbles. My parents used to meddle in my business. They were relentless. Took my life by the horns and I gave it a shove. Looking for my peers to show me some love, but it never came, so I had to maintain my shelter from the rain. The love for music I couldn't disguise. I kept my eye on the prize. Come on. With all the craziness going on out in the world, free your mind. Sending this message to B-boys and girls. Free your mind. Strive for the best, never settle for less. Free your mind. Let go and free your mind. Closed up shop on my life's destination. Envision my soul's frustration. Following a path earmarked for death. Tried to be a player, wouldn't settle for less. Almost got caught selling weed on campus. Learn about the lesson as I make this confession. Everybody knows right from wrong. Let me innovate, cause the crowd can't wait for this soulful type of music. Here's the diagram so you can use it. I've been patient, now's the time to set my goals high with my beats and rhymes. Peace goes out to my French connection. The track is on fire as we reach perfection. Just another flavor of a foreign exchange. Blessed with the flow, now let me maintain. With all the craziness going on out in the world, free your mind. Sending this message to B-boys and girls. Free your mind. Strive for the best, never settle for less. Free your mind. Let go and free your mind. Overwhelmed, surprised that I'm fully energized. At the age of 31, still beating on the drum. Age ain't nothing but a number, you know. You can reach year 60 and still get jiggy. Unless you wanna stay in the background or struck by this musical sound. Real hip-hop is under development. Separate the weak and cherish the relevant. My soul is immersed, so let it disperse. Every line that I write in the verse. Over time you'll reach an understanding. These vibes are what you're demanding. This song is for you and yours. I was sitting on the couch, now I'm banging on the doors of everyone's hearts and minds, witnessing the change of time. With all the craziness going on out in the world, free your mind. Sending this